Hello, wonderful people of Ghana. You're welcome to News Hub GH, your one-stop source for all things happening in Ghana and beyond. In today's episode, we are discussing the shocking suspension of Ghana's parliament following chaotic scenes in the chamber. Let's dive into the details. The Speaker of Ghana's Parliament, Honorable Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagbin, has suspended proceedings indefinitely due to a row over which party holds the majority. This comes after a heated debate and disagreements between the majority and minority sides. So has the Speaker of Parliament agreed to the Supreme Court's ruling, or is he sticking to his words? After the arrival of the Speaker of Parliament, he assumed his seat and quoted certain articles, after which he gave his final verdict, which is the adjournment of Ghana's Parliament indefinitely. And I want to read the article he quoted, and I read. It's from Article 104, Clause 1, and it reads: A quorum of Parliament, consisting of not less than one half of all the members of Parliament, shall be required to take decisions on any matter. And in this case, there was not half of the members present, so the House could not proceed with decision making. So he went ahead to adjourn the House indefinitely, despite the fact that there were questions on the composition of Ghana's parliament. Now, I want us to go back and see what transpired earlier in parliament. So, earlier in parliament, the House was supposed or was to be opened at 8 a.m. But before 8 a.m., some NPP MPs were present and seated at the majority side, that's the right hand side of the speaker, to prevent NDC MPs from assuming that position. So as they all entered, both NPP MPs and NDC MPs had assumed the position of the majority. They were seated at the right hand side of the speaker. There was a lot of controversy in parliament, to the extent that the NDC MPs queued in a line and were marching in parliament. Due to this, the NPP MPs walked out of parliament. Can you imagine? This all looks like an unending drama MPs are having, because to the NPP MPs, they believe they still belong to the majority due to the Supreme Court's ruling. But to the NDC MPs, they also believe they are the new majority in parliament due to what's being stated in the constitution. This is all happening in less than 2 months to the December elections, and a new parliament will be constituted in January 2025. And as it stands now, we do not know when next parliament will sit due to the speaker's verdict. So as it stands now, parliament has been suspended indefinitely. And that's a wrap on today's update about Ghana's parliament suspension. Thank you for staying informed with us. I would love to hear your thoughts on this latest development. Share your insights and thoughts in the comment section below.
On Thursday, I informed the House, pursuant to Standing Order 18 of the Standing Orders of Parliament, on the occurrence of vacancies in the House in relation to 4 honorable members. Yesterday, process from the Supreme Court, which is a ruling, the Supreme Court, pursuant to an ex parte application directing Parliament to recognize and allow the 4 to duly represent their constituents and conduct full scope of duties of their offices as members of Parliament, pending the final determination of a suit filed by Honorable Alexander Afenyo Markin. By Article 102 of the Constitution, 1992, and Order 64.1 of the Standing Orders of Parliament, I note that we currently have a quorum to transact business, but not take decisions. I want to read the said Article 102 of the Constitution. It reads, a quorum of Parliament, apart from the person presiding, shall be 1/3 of all the members of Parliament. As presently constituted, the numbers definitely is far above 1/3 of the members of Parliament. But by Article 104, the numbers are not sufficient for us to take decisions. And I'll quote Article 104. Article 104(1) says, except as otherwise provided in this Constitution, matters in Parliament shall be determined by the votes of the majority of members present and voting, with at least half of all the members of Parliament present. Honorable members, we don't have at least half of all the members of Parliament present. Consequently, in view of the current circumstances, the fact that there is a question on the composition and constitution of Parliament, and having regard to the public interest and the exigencies of the state of affairs in Parliament, I will proceed to, in accordance with Standing Orders 59, adjourn the House indefinitely. That is sine die. I want to quote Standing Orders 59(1). It says, the Speaker may, in consultation with leadership, suspend a meeting of the House indefinitely or for a period determined by the Speaker, having regard to the public interest and the exigencies of the state of affairs in the country. Honorable members, I have consulted leadership, and I am exercising my discretion to decide to suspend the meeting of the House indefinitely. The House is accordingly adjourned sine